Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razek at CMTrading. Today is March 18th, 2019, and today is Monday morning. So looking at the major events of the day, nothing is scheduled for today, but as the week moves on Wednesday we have FOMC. That's a major economic event that's coming up, so just please be aware of it. Now, taking a recap on the markets, looking at the Forex and both, Aussie dollar leads the way versus the US dollar, getting much stronger and leading the rest of the pack as well. We're going to take a look at that just a moment. Now, looking at the Dow Jones, it gains in pre-market trading, but nothing to really write home about. Okay, 25,900-ish level. Okay, it is trading in a range, okay, and it's getting closer to that upper range, incidentally, as the number is coming out on Wednesday. So I wonder if the two have something to do with each other, as they normally do. Now, looking at commodities, oil remains strong, but gold kind of falters at 1,300. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. And lastly, looking at stocks, Facebook fizzles while Apple is still very strong. We took a look at that last Thursday, and we're going to take a look at that further today. So let's see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're jumping here into the Aussie USD in a 4-hour chart, as you can see, and a beautiful breakout right here. 70.86-ish level has been broken on the upper side. 71.17-ish is where we're trading right now. Now, this doesn't have resistance until we hit 71.90-ish level. Okay, that's really our next resistance level. So if we can continue this, upwards momentum, I think we could see this even towards the end of the week, maybe, or at least until Wednesday, until the number comes out on the FOMC for the US dollar. So with that said, we are very strong here, and I'd like to see some catch-up plays, especially in the Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD is breaking above this 133 this morning. It just was trading marked below it, 132.70-ish level. So we're about up 20 pips this morning for this. So this still has some room to gain. Now, this is on the back of the Dow Jones obviously getting weaker, getting stronger, as the dollar gets weaker as well. So all the stars are aligned to make this go a little bit higher. Now, looking at the GBP USD as well, we're at that top of that range where we're not breaking higher. Okay, so with respects to the GBP, which has been very strong versus the dollar until recently, this may be an indication that it's actually changing its character. So if we do see a sell-off, we'll see it in the GBP first. Okay, so something to consider as that continues for today. Now, looking at oil, we're above this $58 resistance level. Okay, we're still trading above it. We hit that 58.93, but didn't break above it. Let's look at a 4-hour chart, and I think you can see that a little bit clearer right there. We didn't break above this 58.93, but we're not breaking below the 58. Okay, so with that said, I do expect us to be trading within this tight range, a dollar. Okay, if we do break this 58, we could see it possibly be back to the 57.45-ish level. So just be aware of that. Now, looking at gold, nothing to really write home about except for what just happened now. Okay, at a 50-minute interval. But looking at a 4-hour chart, you can see that we're still just trading between this two ranges, okay, between 13.12 and 12.93. And this little spike that just happened, okay, literally just happened, okay, as I've been presenting this presentation, is just looks like it's within the range of itself, okay, not breaking above it necessarily. Okay, so just be aware of it, that we are trading in a range. We're not closer to the top of the range yet to actually short it. We're not close to the bottom of the range to actually buy it. We're somewhere smack in the middle. Okay, so with that said, let's just wait until this actually fades. Now, looking at that Dow Jones, this is what I was talking about. We were trading just above 25,500, 900-ish level right there. And breaking out a little bit. Okay, now Friday we had a nice up move, but we need to have some continuation. Okay, maybe we'll get that confirmation from the FOMC meeting. The rate decision is not going to change, and they say everything is in check. They want to just pass down the buck a little bit until they raise interest rates. That may still happen. And in that case, we may see it continue to strengthen. Now, looking at altogether at the Dow Jones, we've had a wacky 4 months, okay, not even a question, but we're still above our moving averages, but we're still below our all-time high of about 1,000 points. So with that said, if the economy continues to expand at this rate, okay, and Trump economics, if you want to call it, continues at this rate, we could see it still push higher. Now, China and the United States still have to resolve their issues, so that still has to frustrate itself. Now, looking at what's really propelling this is the NASDAQ. Okay, we're looking here at the NASDAQ on a daily chart, but if we look at a 30-minute chart, you see this thing is really the strongest one. Okay, so it's really the computer components that are pushing the markets higher, in terms of that. Now, looking at Apple computers, we pushed higher last week. We broke above this 175 to 185. Now, we look like we're faltering here. I'd like to see some continuation this week to see if that actually extends itself. Okay, there's really nothing here to really write home about as a possible resistance level or possible support. Okay, that's where we're standing in terms of some of the unexperienced or uncharted territories that we've been in Apple up until this time. Now, looking at Facebook, we do look much weaker. Okay, Facebook did gap down and sold off continuously from 173 down to 167. Okay, so with that said, it does look like we're trading within a range here, okay, between this 163 and 173. I don't think we'll be back to the 173, but I do expect some sort of bounce here for Facebook. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.